Так, ну что, стрим начался, нет? О, пошло-поехало. Получается, доброго времени суток, зритель, это канал Верный Барин, а также это продолжение стрима. Теперь я узнал точно, что в Геншине новый день начинается, знаете когда? В 6 утра по Москве. Вот. То же самое, это... Что ж получается... 13 часов дня, по-моему, местного времени. Ну, хотя что может быть еще 13 часов, кроме дня, это вопрос большой. That's a big question. Very, very big. Very, very, в смысле, да, very big. Alright. Ну, немножко так все сказал. Как обычно это и бывает. Ну, ничего страшного. Вон пидорковатые стоят. Надо бы их по-быстрому. Блять, зачем? Разве можно быть такими уебанами, ну, блять. Их невозможно убить, потому что они меня тупо скидывают. Ой, в пизду нет, я вообще не хочу с этим заниматься. А то на удачу скинут они меня, не скинут они меня. Вот нахуй оно мне надо. Так, чашки кокоса сейчас возьмем. Мама шила мне штаны из кокосовой козы, чтобы попа не болела и кусали камазы. КамАЗы, они что же кусаются? Вот не верите? Я проверял. Меня кусали КамАЗы. Нет, это не шизоид. Не надо думать так. Меня просто укусил однажды КамАЗ. Что-то это, ну, в натуре. Как будто КамАЗов никогда не видел. Он говновозы они. А ну хотя кто знает, какие они сейчас. Спрей вытло, ладно. Ну, господи, КамАЗ до хрена. Так или иначе. Еще один пылающий цветок. Никчемная мора. Ага. Нормуль. Блять. Как же ты не вовремя съебался уже? Привет! В игре, ну, как? Я бы не назвал себя хорошо разбирающимся. Я просто любитель, типа, походить по миру. Если насчет сборки персонажей, то тут я точно не силен. Я в это пока особо и не стараюсь, учитывая, что... Ну, то есть, если ты совсем новичок, то какие-то вещи я могу посоветовать. АКБ-02, и тебе привет. Джуч. Джуч же суе, по-моему, нет? По-моему. В меру моих знаний английского язычка. Такого на сковородке пожаренного. С потрохами. От свиньи. Так, ладно, этих всех я уже убивал. Сегодня, но вчера по Геншину. Вот, и у меня где-то должны были появиться, я же не знаю, судя по всему, вы на зуме. Пошлите вы на зум-зум. Мол, да. Ладно. Долго ли я играю? С начала декабря прошлого года, то есть почти 2 месяца получается. Ну, типа... Зачем спрашивать, долго ли я играю? По-моему, гораздо лучше спросить какой-то более полезный вопрос по типу... типа, шо в этой игре интересного? Нахер ты в нее играешь вообще? Это был бы более справедливый вопрос в такой ситуации. На какую крышу? Я выпал эту из сяо и не знаю, кого начать качать. Челки, не знаешь, как скачать челиком. Что? Собственно, сообщение не понял, что значит, если Про Genshin на телефон, то он, по-моему, в Play Market есть. Вот. А качать лично я бы посоветовал качать того, кто тебе нравится. И не думать об этом вообще. Потому что то, кто нравится, подскажет сердце. Вот. А мне надо на ебаную крышу. Эх. И как мне на нее собраться, интересно? Блэд. Давай. Фу ты. Ну-ка подожди. Мне не нравится вообще звук совсем. Может. Вот так как-то? Ага. И наведите там порядок. Ага. Один. О, яйки. Чего? Кто такой ругает? Не знаю такого. Анёк мне не очень нравится, хотел Шэньхэ, но не выбил. А говоришь, все эти сильные. Так если хотел Шэньхэ, то крутил бы Шэньхэ, в чем проблема? Типа, зачем ты крутил Сяо, если ты хотел Шэньхэ? Вообще не понимаю. То есть, лично я крутил по очереди и Шэньхэ, и Сяо, потому что, типа, я хотел Шэньхэ, но, типа, так сказать, в то же время понимал, что гораздо проще мне будет играть, если я подберу себе Сяо. Вот. В плане, что он реальный дамагер. Если артефакты нормально на него подобрать. Вот. Поэтому... Если бы я просто выбил Сяо, я бы дальше крутил Шейха. Пока не выкрутил. Так. Офигеть, одна точка телепортации на всем острове, это же офигеть. Учитывая политику Геншина, в плане перемещения по игровой карте, которую я не очень одобряю, так сказать, без минусов ничего не бывает. Делать одну точку телепортации на целом острове, это, конечно, осуждаю такие действия. Что непонятное происходит. Охренеть. Это горн? Да, это горн. Ладно. Так, а мне куда? Мне куда-то сюда, я все правильно смотрю. Чуть-чуть направо туда повернуть куда-то, ну там разберемся. По пути. Как ты не крути, все будет по пути. Сейчас тогда в доне может и... Ну как знаешь, твое дело. Бля, я думал, он разлегся. С 24-й крутки упала? Хорош. Повезло? Это замечательно. Так. Где же? Странно. Ну ладно. На С2? На С2 хочешь? А почему на С2? Там разве что-то хорошее на С2? Длительность эффекта увеличивается на 6 секунд. Сейчас. Ну да. Ну, а сколько он в принципе идет сейчас? Надо посмотреть. Хороший. Таинство освобождения. Длительность 12 секунд. Это что получается? В 1,5 раза? Нет, тогда хорошо. Тогда хорошо. Сишки у Шлихе нормальные. Я сейчас про талант, если что. Ну, впрочем, и не про таланты тоже. Готовлюсь, гонюй. Я вот тоже гонюй готовлюсь. Надеюсь, выбью ее. Вот. А после гонюй надо как-то выбить еще я и Мику желательно. Потому что она первый персонаж, и все. И тогда у меня будет абсолютно идеально. Я вообще изначально хотел, короче, себе сделать чисто вот пира-отряд. Ну, как чисто пира, там еще добавить какого-нибудь анема-чувачка, чтобы он, типа, рассеивал, типа, огонь и, типа, дамажил больше огнем. Вот. Но жизнь как-то так сложилась, что игра мне говорит, ха-ха-ха-ха, использую криво персонажей. Так. Интересно. А подобрать можно, нет? Ебать, спасибо, нахуй. Так, краб. Иди сюда. Так, ой, я в другую сторону ушел, балбес. Ладно. Жалко. А если жалко, то зачем тратишь? Может быть, персонажи в игре не стоят этих денег. Ну, я просто, типа, если ты что-то делаешь, то нужно быть уверенным в том, что ты делаешь. Черт, меня все достал. Так, ну-ка, вот так давай. Да я бабушке карту взял, на сайт, надеюсь. Ох, вот оно что. Честно, никогда не понимал, как это так работает, когда вы так вот делаете. Но лично я такой подход не одобряю. Если, конечно, мое мнение вообще кому-то нужно в данной ситуации. В общем, самое главное, я его сказал, а что с ним делать, это уже решайте сами. Это уже... Да. Так, где? Блядь, ты издеваешься надо мной, что ли? Опа. Это кто? Капуста. Черт. Может, иди отсюда. Ронин чертов. Фига. Что бывает? Ну тут уж, типа... Даже не знаю. Ну, то есть, у меня тут просто много разных мыслей. Я могу, конечно, их понавысказывать, но я думаю, без подробного описания событий происходящего мне не стоит, наверное, этого делать. Поэтому в данной ситуации, наверное, лучше, так сказать, слово серебро, молчание золото. То как я сам сейчас хуйню не сморозил. Вы, ребятки, вы чё? Вот это лучше. Мужик, а твоих учеников уже задавил, кстати, ты не против? Впрочем, какая мне разница, пользь ты или нет? Тебе хана все равно со мной. Черт, не успел. Не, ну смотри. Да. Так, это вот эти кору. Ой, стой, нельзя, нет. Это было глупо. Я просрал всю эту на всех персонажей. Оку. Зато около заметил. Ну, как заметил, я узнал, что он где-то здесь. Что, куда? Я мог подумать, что ты хотел написать туда, но написал куда, но буквы Т и К, они немножко в разных местах клавиатуры, поэтому что-то как-то не очень. Так.
Adepti treasures have special powers.
Ну. Эй! Ну, в смысле? О! Вот он. Все. С этим местом я доволен оказался. Ну, это будет, наверное, как-то неправильно. Наверное, знаешь, не стоит. Спасибо, конечно, но... Это сосна. Игорь Савинов, приветствую тебя. Так, по-моему, вот эта фиолетовая штучка туда улетела. О, мамана. Плюс достижения. Такс. После за 20 Элли. А, это типа электрофеи. Интересное их название. Ладно, тогда на хэшку. Доброго. Терять уже нечего. Ну что ж. Ну, тогда я могу пожелать тебе удачи. Чтобы тебе побольше шейхэшек выпало. Так, вот опять какой-то восклицательный знак, который меня всегда раздражает. Ой, нет. Так, тут слишком много чего врагов, с которыми у меня пока нет охоты драться, потому что есть еще пару ежедневных поручений, которые еще надо удостоиться найти. Блин. Ну хотя... Сейчас посмотрим. Да иди отсюда. Глупый химичок. Так. Офигеть. Черт, меня сбили. А я неплохо там наверху устроился. Зажали, блин. Кучка дармоедов. Так, тут опять не пойми, что творить надо. Ладно. А где еще одно? А, вот еще одно. Святилище как? Мол. Текс. А я это разгадал, нет? Разгадал, раз не крутится. Понял. Так, сейчас вот этого обработаем. Молодого человека. Так. Отлично, по времени битва. Так, эй, тихо, тихо. По-моему, мне уже давно было пора поменять Эмбер на... Черти. Ого. Вот это хорош. Окол. Что? А? Ладно. Так, тихо. Вот тут аккуратно надо. Угу.
Take your true form, my will embodied. Do your master's bidding. Shake! Starball! My will embodied.
Сейчас геокара будет. Ах ты гадина.
A reward on the road.
Так, туда мне пока не надо.
Add Ash. Thank you for complete.
Так. Я бы узнал сюжетку какую-нибудь.
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Things on the island must have changed a little.
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that if a Tui ship is more, we could split into two teams. One to draw their attention. Then again, Madame Kokumi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being...
Sir, shall I send for
I doubt there's time. Based on their movement, Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't...
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave?
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this...
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Какие забавные совпадения, прям не могу. Здорово, гигачат. Рад тебя видеть.
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui... Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams.
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship.
44-й ранг у меня, что там было написано на экране совершенно недавно.
Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us.
Так, только все-таки верните мне КЭ, пожалуйста. А то с этой мне будет сейчас очень плохо. И больно. Не, что он сказал? Готов для нового чего? Чуть не понял. Слоняющихся Фатуи?
Go, Barber,
Ой, блядь, мужик, нет, только не... Блядь. Тебе нужно нахуй моментально ушатывать. Потому что ты это полный пиздец. От тебя проблем не оберешься. Блядь, не мешай мне его убивать. Мужик сам себя закопал в воду, встал, огненный балбес.
Transfiguration. Transfiguration. My will embodied.
Какая там под бафами всякими.
We're lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prepare.
What's that you're holding? Let Paimon see.
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them.
Oh.
I have.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every event.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds...
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to... About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given... Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to...
The spirit of the resistance? Anyway, we're here because Kokumi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we could...
I believe Her Excellency is current... There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's called. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it when...
Sounds good. Paimon was just ready when you are.
Transfiguration. Take your true form.
Cool it!
Adepti treasures have special powers. What about mortal ones?
Какого боя? Наткнулся на дурачков посреди бела дня. Капец.
Wait, aren't you? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish too, but I did. Oh, you really gave it to those show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On edge, you say? In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know, and all the more so now that you're back, is serious.
What a nice guy. Let's go have some...
Ну давай, ладно, свою фоточку сделай. Смотри. Ну-ка дайте мне мою фотокамеру. Ну давай, фотка с фанатом. Все. Я пошла. Я деловая сегодня.
I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Camp unsettled. Not that I would necessarily. I keep to myself. We're at peace now, finally.
Типичный
I
Шикомару.
intend to make the most of it. My life.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep.
Fall asleep, упадет в сон. Нормально.
I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace...
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly...
Wait, for real? You're sure of that?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's...
Shh, keep your voice down.
Hey there. What you talking about?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing?
No, let's not mention it. She's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have...
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but... welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you...
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there.
У, суки, ну смотрите мне.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryo Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission merchant doing business here.
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island. Take him away!
Wait! Kokomi, there you are! Something's going
Kokomi.
down over here. You
Никакой
should
не
take a look,
Kokomi.
pronto!
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal act. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sale.
I haven't!
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that but before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is if he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, He doesn't excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your—
Of course! I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. But then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now you...
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took it. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryou Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? I suppose it is true.
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose—
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamis Kujo Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to but just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Sir, are you quite certain?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications, however, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion—
Yes, of course.
Matsuda?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, I mean, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation? Good. I look forward to seeing how you progress. I also have a few new things to teach you.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
This must be the Fatui camp that from the looks of it. It used to be a hill—
look!
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The are enemies in the light while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand. Option 1. Take the king and it's checkmate. The Fatui's if we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put option 2. Hit them where it hurts. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder, they'd be caught completely off guard. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor. You add a touch of lightning.
Wow, that's our grand strategist.
That will depend on our assessment of our own. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution. But with an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, which is your preferred option? It seems that you share my strategic sensibilities.
Dunno.
This is my preferred tactic. Let's work together to give them this.
Нельзя, блин.
The explosion was roughly the size I expected. Hopefully we've given them a fright.
By ordinance divine, my will embodied, transfiguration.
Hold the line.
Ебать, как он рыба, конечно.
My will embodied.
You haven't seen the last of us.
Dodge this.
Let the show begin. Rest and rebuild.
My will embodied.
Shame.
Take your true form.
Freeze.
Some quiet. Your dues.
Анатолий.
Hold the line. Uphill battle.
Transfiguration. Cryo incarnate. Transfiguration.
No escape. You can't run from death.
Excellent work. All thanks to... Actually, even the best tactics live or die. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution. Hey!
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the what's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the
All right, time. Hey, look here. Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. Some of it has... So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. This place is chock full of bomb-making materials. This is way too dangerous. We should tell Kokumi right away. Kokumi! Kokumi!
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. By contrast, it's doubtful that in all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as
He's hardly a saint, though. We're not just gonna give them back.
Don't worry. I had already, in my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in the...
Kokumi, you think of it!
I wish that were true. The low energy doesn't exactly... Nothing. Come on. Let's take... It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this
Got it! First we mend the peace.
Ага. Интересно. Ага. Это серьезно? Ist.
this world?
My goods! You got them back, huh? Thank you, Your Excellency. You see, I told you.
I'm not so sure. You could.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates.
But what if?
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with...
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures.
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized.
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine. I know, that's a lot.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case. I know the peace talks are coming up, so...
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you.
Даже ускориться не могу побежать. Она идет быстрее меня, Лулу. Обычно я всегда шел быстрее других, а тут она идет быстрее меня, охуеть. Значит, пошли на перерез. Пиздец, даже на перерез не помогает.
You know, the earliest shrine on it was close to the statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the Shogun. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate have soured ever since. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear.
Thanks for
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, if we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have...
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over.
I know, it's just...
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options.
Wonderful. We're all
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place... do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn... I mean, just look at her Excellency, still so young.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll...
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me...
Your Excellency! Isn't this the
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, though, for the longer ones. I'd prefer it if you could write a report. Are you alright? Me too. It does.
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a...
Oh! We retrieved those already.
Really? That's fantastic. I sorted through all the petitions received recently. Also, according to the schedule...
That's today?
Yes, the 2 young ladies have arrived.
I see. Well, let's rendezvous tomorrow. Yay! The victory feast! That's the name of the game. Great!
Ее секрет.
That's weird. How is she still not here? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't...
So strange.
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, her... let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me? The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this to...
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right, let's... Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look. Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. You got sick?
No. It's not...
You run on energy?
No. It's just a figure of speech. You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to some. I have to make a speech tonight. And I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something...
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. I was reading a book last time I was here, but...
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it out to you, to help
you do that for me? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Whoa! Look at... So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even with Sangonomiya events cash flow statement? Consult? This is a lot of work for one person, and it's on top of all...
Не такая уж и тайная ее база.
It'd be so nice if all my...
Понимаю. Не, он ты шутишь, нет? Ебать. Угу. Недавно как раз задумался о том, что стал с ТПМ. Он все-таки умер. Что ж.
Swordfish Captain came back today.
That's just, Give it here.
Guess that was the wrong one.
Веселый прикол я нашел.
It's gotta be this one. Look, there's even a bookmark.
Mm-hmm.
The other books have one. So, ooh, it's pretty dead. Well, let's take it. Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud?
Kokomi? Oh no, tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that you sure that's a good idea? She does look pretty exhausted.
Avoid disaster. The war's over. Did you see? What time is it?
Yep, you've been out for ages. It's near...
I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to... Thank you. Well, we better...
Интересный у него подсчет.
It's nearly time to light the bonfire.
Woohoo! Kokomi's the...
Странное место, у него праздничная вечеринка. Пиздюканцы.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast, but I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great! We'll be rooting for you.
Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for Peace Talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory.
Последнее, что она сказала на английском, вообще не было переведено на русском, типа... Типа она сказала такая, я надеюсь, что все будет заебись, и мы будем веселиться.
People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks.
Okay, sure. We'll go ask around.
Я на рыб постою, не против.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace. Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally... During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish.
Oh, no.
Come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight.
Okay, well, thanks.
Добрые, хорошие люди.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. It's a miracle to fight. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you...
Sounds promising. Let's go see...
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned...
Nuh-uh! We would never run from a...
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide.
Бля, я его нахуй за это голову с плеч снес.
This guy. What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see about that.
Используйте разумные доводы для переубеждения.
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, we made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the—
Yes, that's exactly what we're— Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi— What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the— We are the resistance. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that.
His point does kinda make sense. But yeah, everything you said just now— Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above. For the sake of victory, we embody the warrior's will to the— You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt Decree.
Так-то по факту мужик по-своему тоже прав. Блин, тяжко, сложно, в смысле, сложная ситуация.
I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever.
Too late? Darn. Doesn't seem like— What are we gonna do? This is— few things. The whole thing about the Tenryou Commission colluding— They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the—
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozin means when he said the talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their guard. I highly suspect that one of Kozin's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent.
Well, that's no good.
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral— It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would— Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot.
Sounds like a really tricky situation.
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Let's meet here again tomorrow. Well, the peace talks are upon. Here. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure.
Офигеть.
I took the liberty of writing them all down.
Whoa, this is heat. Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed... Wow, there's so many!
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step forward, but any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, excellent.
Что ж, очередной данж. Нет. Ух ты, хорошо оборудовали. Сара.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was...
Yes. Where you dealt my forces quite... But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. She's here to bear witness to the proceed. She experienced the war between us firsthand and has made an enormous contribution towards...
Seems reasonable. The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for what... We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Naru...
That's fine. But if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security...
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that...
Negotiations seem to be going pretty...
The next item has to do with the movement of people and in the past. Our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi. And the same has been true for your people on arrival to... Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee...
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro...
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing... Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction...
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma...
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us. Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them.
Protect Madam Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
all for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation?
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They met at the time. I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and... With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just...
That's enough. When we return, there will... Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them. So...
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want... One day, I will hunt them down. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please.
But of course, Madam Kujo. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore...
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options.
Seems like Kujo-sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should...
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough...
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear.
I will bear this in mind. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Your Excellency, you knew...
I have already been informed on the reasons for your act. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy, and fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet...
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the... I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows. And in the end, there was a glorious victory. But you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water. I understand, I do. And it was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will. But...
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing on...
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And if there will be no more leniency from me.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our... Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency.
I think that's finally... I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Thank you for everything. With your help, recover. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time.
Вейрус? Привет? Приветствую.
Do you think so? To be honest, in the past, I was concerned, but I realized now that wasn't going. I have a long way to go. But that's okay. In short, I've still got some maturing to do.
Ну, мы даже почти не поиграли за нее, как-то грустно. Один только такой себе был. Хотя вот эта штука, наверное, бы и не увидел. Без этой сюжетки, скорее всего. Потому что ты тоже играть будешь просто на вторую смену учишься? Да? Слушай, это в каком классе? Мне просто интересно. У меня вот просто в школе, в моей вторая смена, она была только